Hey bro, where are you going? Subscribe now. Hello guys and welcome back in another YouTube video. Today we have probably the match everyone wanted to see. The two world contender against each other, Dicle and Enrico, for the game day 3 of the NCL. Okay, now we are gonna see the list of Enrico. Enrico plays with Kaido, the 2k low, 3-7 cost spell. And we don't see the deck list of Dicle because it's the same list used in the previous video. So go to watch the previous video if you want to see that list. Digle starts 0-2 is NCL, Enrico 1-1. And we saw Dicle goes first, so probably lost dice roll because he wanted to go second with Luffy Black Yellow. You can see Enrico play Sengoku. Dicle just used the 1-down for play the search and find the Sabo blocker. Let's see this Sengoku what takes the buggy. And this moment Enrico have Kaido, double low, Boa Hancock, and the Parfum. So he have a good hand. You don't have the teach, but the end it's not bad. You can just do low, yeah, bounce the Sengoku and bounce the little Luffy Dicle plays in the previous turn. 5 down for Dicle. He found 5 cost Luffy. He can risk if he think his opponent don't play Yozu to play the 5 cost Luffy. In fact, yeah, he played it, and he's lucky because Enrico didn't find the Yozu, so he cannot bounce this Luffy back, and this Luffy, it's hard because now he can trade all the board. But Enrico found the Jimba. He chose to go for Boa, so he can do Boa, search for top 3, put 1 down under the leader probably, attack and do leader ability. But the end done, the top 3 dance seems really good. I saw double Croco. I think probably the third card is Teach. Yeah, he put all the cards on bottom. 1 down under leader, 7. Blind effect, Weevil the best at this point. One of the best. And drew another Jimbe. Digle just discard the Luffy and takes life. We already saw this gameplay in the match against Nino. And I think it's correct because against Doflamingo you want to set up your trash. And like this you fix your hand and play around the pudding. When your opponent just pudding you, if he have to pudding you and you have a right amount of cards in hand for him, you have just to draw the Moria. And not to draw the Moria and card for set up your graveyard. So Digle just attacked 8 and we will goes 5 and Enrico is the obviously Boa blocker. Played the Luffy and Sabo and trashed again and Sabo. And you have Yori, Moria, 2 Luffy probably, and the last one is Makino. So 8 on Luffy. I think you defend. Yeah, he's gonna use Yori because he needs just one. Low, probably use Sabo here. Or you can use Makino. Or the little Luffy. Yeah, okay. Right, and the last 8 with the leader. Rico cannot do a lot, he don't knows the cards on top, and yeah, I think Dicle already won here. I don't think he can lose. You have just to misplay or lose. You have 9 down, Bo will die. Have a little Luffy on board. Have the Yori, have the Moria for the next turn because it's at 9 down. Have the little Sabo. Have a good amount of cards in hand, but in the good range for not get pudding. He play another Luffy. Okay, he didn't choose to go for Yori because he don't want to put Luffy in the life, and it's okay. I think it's understandable because if he plays Luffy again now, he will just pop the low, and for him it's fine to stay at 7. But he didn't choose to go for a get. Probably he want to attack over the low with leader, and he chose to play the Sabo, just fix his hand and see 2 cards more. In fact, he attacked over the low. Okay, that's another good line. Let me know in chat what you choose in this spot, to go Yori or just to go Luffy, Sabo, or just do a Ged, something like that. Enrico plays the Kaido. It's his only play he can do in this moment, and Digle don't have the Raigo, so he cannot pop this Kaido. Use Luffy, draw the second Moria. Hit to leader. Enrico takes, first life, no trigger, 8 again, 2k 2k. He will attack with Sabo. Yes, so he will use probably Moria to replace this Sabo. I don't know if he have another one. Oh no, he have another one. Let's see. But anyways, he have to replace something. He put a Ged and Sabo. Play the Ged. Use a Ged. Pop. Draw the third Moria. Oh my god. now it's literally impossible to lose. Cannot lose. Play the Moria. Play the Sabo. Play the Garp. Garp find another little guy. Found the Sabo. I don't know if you do for effect now. But your opponent can split, so probably you do effect or not. Oh! 7 cost spell. Trigger. Put the Sabo. Okay. He can lose from... If Enrico splits. 13-14, let's see. 2k, 2k, 1k, 1k. So, Digle 7k base. 1k 8, 10, 12, 13. He can lose from 13 plus 14. But Enrico just attacked 12. And he discarded all. But I think for arriving this spot, Dicle just misplayed. Because in that turn, he don't need to do Luffy ability. He can just become a 9 with 1 life. I don't know why he chose to use Luffy ability. He don't need that card. It's like an impossible game to lose, but Dicle find a spot to lose. That's not... Yeah, that's a misplay. 100%. I don't think he can have an argument about that. And Enrico does the win. Enrico does the win in that spot because he don't believe his opponent just don't calculate the 13 and 14. Dicle now goes again because I have Moria. Goes again for 7 plus Kuzan, and he played the Sabo obviously. And discard the Moria. Why you discard the Moria here? I don't think you discard the Moria here. You still lose from... you don't lose from 7 cost spell. I don't think you discard the Moria here. You don't lose from 7 cost spell because you have the 2k counter. You can discard the Nami. And have Moria for next turn if you need it. He started really good and now just lost his focus probably. Play the Yozu, probably it's the only way to win. Bounce Sabo. 9 to leader. And he have to hope his opponent at least he don't have a 1k, 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 1k. But at 2k, 1k it's enough. Kaido Moria, 2 life. 8 to leader. -4 on Yozu. Rigo takes. 9 to leader. Seems he have just 1k in hand. Yeah, in fact this is this card. Oh my god. He's got 5 cards in this moment. In fact, he goes for 7-7. GG. He played really bad first game. He cannot lose. He don't have any spot to lose. And he misplayed. I think he lost his focus because we all know Dicle and too good at the game. Obviously, he got worse too. So I think he just don't played really well in that spot, but he still managed to win. Let's see for the game 2. Sengoku takes the Jinbe, probably. 8 to leader. He have the Kaido. He have always the Kaido. Here we go. Oh my god. I guess this deck is too good. But Digle this time have the Raigo. So Jinbe into Boa, choose the 3 cards on top. Understand if you want to put on top or bottom. Leave on top and pass. 5 down. He can try again to play the Luffy. Yeah, in fact he played again. And again Enrico don't have the odds for punish Dicle. Really unlucky again. But this game seems really different from the first. You have a 2/7 cost spell plus the Kaido, so now he's in a really better situation than before. But Digle have the Raigo. So 7 to leader. Discard 1k and takes. Play the pudding. I think it's right to play the pudding here. I don't think he will have other spots, because if you saw Digle from first game, you can take information and he just discard always. So he managed to arrive in a good range of card, and he don't get pudding again. So I think it's good to use right here. Probably it's the only spot, but he drew double Moria. And he drew Raigo again. Still is in the spot of again. In fact, he played and popped the bow. I don't know if you play the little guy here. 9 down next turn. You don't have any Awakener, but you have the Luffy. In fact, he just passed. Just passed with 2 down open. The problem is you don't have an Awakener. You have to draw it. You have a double draw. One from top deck plus one from Luffy if he wants to gamble. I'm curious. 5. Okay. Discard the Sabo. Obviously, if you push, it's not mat, and if you put at 0 life Luffy without just develop your board, it's really bad. Probably it's just a lose. So I think it's right to start with 5. But probably you start with Jinbe, no? Or just don't use Dawn. But he plan if your opponent counter just use 7 cost spell, so it's okay. He found the Sabo. It's not enough for Awaken. Six on Pudding. Play the Moria. Cannot. Play the Kaido. Draw another Kaido. Kaido back to back will be too much, probably. Awaken, I don't have the Ori, don't have a Luffy. You have the Raigo, but it's not enough. If you do Garp here, you cannot find something for Awaken, because you can find the Luffy Punch, but it's not enough. You have 2 life. And your opponent have the Kaido. In fact, he played the Kuza and the Holy Hope. Oh, he found Yori. He found Yori. Yori takes the Flampe, put the Sabo, trash last life, trash the Jinbe. Play the Garp. Take the Luffy. Discard the Luffy Punch. Put Punch and get it life. 10 to leader. You have to take. But still I think Enrico is in a really good spot. Anyways, Dicle have the second Moria, so still can play. Have the Raigo, so he can pop 1 Kaido. You can choose to go for second Kaido here. He starts attack. Okay, it's the same, because the second life still it's a Luffy. So yeah, okay, it's okay to attack. Play second Kaido. It's obviously you have to play the second Kaido. 5 to leader with Kuzan. Discard low. 6 to leader with Sabo. You have too much cards in hand. Play the Luffy. Use Luffy. Pop the Sengoku. Drew the little Luffy. You don't under the leader. 9 to leader. And probably you will use Raigo. Yeah. Takes. Raigo. Put your life. Okay. Still you cannot lose this turn. But Enrico have 3, 6, 9, 13 cards in his hand. Now 14. He choose Teach. Okay. Teach put the Weevil on top. I didn't saw the Teach. Too many cards. 7. Draw another 2k. Discard 1k. 9 with 1 life. But he attacked 12 over the Sabo. Digle have 2 Baby Luffy in the trash, so he can do Moria with double Baby Luffy. Just Perona leave the cards on top. Yozu bounce back the Kuzan. I don't like this line. You really need it? I think you can close. We will pop. Pop. Now we have 4 cards in hand. He can trash the Kuzan, you give it to him. You have the Yozu, but he will go at 9 with 2 life. But no blocker. He can try to split, but probably don't close. Yeah, I think Digle does not attack with Moria, and it's right, because your opponent can just attack on Moria and you have lost. Because Moria dies and you have another Moria next turn. And GG. And Yozu, yes. 9, so we have to discard just 1k. This game is so interesting. A lot of different choice. A lot of people just will swing with that Keiko Moria, and Dicle does choose to swing, and it's the right choice. Because your opponent can just go over Moria, and you have lost if you lost this Moria. So Dicle have 5 cards in hand. Enrico plays double Boa, so it's safe. Garp just found a Luffy punch, 9 to leader. He takes another 2k, 9 again, 2k, 2k, 1k. Play the Sabo. He found a Baby Sabo, okay. So he can become a 7 if he want. Discard. Put your life. Play another Baby Sabo. Become a 7. We have just 2k in hand. But it's just math in this moment. 7 cost spell and GG. 7, 7. GG, GG, GG. GG, GG, GG. So 1-1. The 2 world contender, the world final, the yearly world final. It's 1-1 in this moment. So Dicle finally goes second. Enrico starts with Buggy. I have a really good top, because I saw a Jimbe, a Low, and a Krogo, so he can draw Krogo and leave Jimbe on top if he want to use the leader ability. And in end he have again the Kaido, Jimbe, Boa, and Yozu. Now I have a good spot. He drew the Low. Okay, because he need a target for Jimbe. And probably you bounce back Low, yeah. Okay, and bounce back the Sabo. Discard the Sabo, drew the life. It's a Ged. Pop the Jimbe. Here Dicle was lucky. 5 to leader. Play the Kuza. Draw 1. I have 5 down, but you know he have the Low. Yeah. He's low, bounce back the Buggy, use Buggy. Choose top 3, bounce back the Kuzan of your opponent. And you are totally fine. Pass, he didn't swing. 6 down for Dicle. 5 to leader. Take a 2k, play the Kuzan, draw 1. And play the baby and pass. I think it's the best line, because you will punish from Yozu too much, and you put another character on board like this with 6 down. So I think it's the right choice to not go for 5 cost and nothing. And still with Kuzan you see 1 card more, so you need the Moria. 7 down for Harry. Play the Boa. Let's see the top 3. You already know because you use the Buggy. Only 1 is new. 1 down under the leader. 7 to leader. Play the Jimbe, play the Croco. Croco effect. Ah, I have the Croco. Yeah, I can bounce back the Sabo. Right. Because I forgot the fact Boa give you 1 down rested. So you have enough done to do the Croco ability. It's okay. But you have just 2 cards in hand. Anyways, You have the Kaido. 8 down for Dicle. Enrico have a scary board in this moment. Dicle don't have any Aged in hand, but he can awaken now. In fact, he's gonna do Flamp, Flamp, drew another Flamp, another Flamp again. Oh my god. Probably the best. Because with Diori you cannot put Aged. Put the Aged here. Now he can do the Luffy. Probably you pop the boa and attack over the Jimbe. Yeah. Went to Jimbe, play the Sabo. Put the Sabo on board. Become a 9. He finally found the Moria. Obviously he cannot die from Parfum, so he choose to just go over this. And your opponent have just 3 cards in hand, so you're pretty safe. And it's a 9 down, so he cannot play Kaido in curve. And have Sabo and Kuzan on board. Yeah, you can do a 9 or a 10, but not enough for scary a black yellow with a base 9k leader. 7-2 leader, play the Teach, play the Yozu, bounce back the Buggy, bounce back the Kuzan, and pass. Yeah, it's right, because if Kuzan sticks on board, can pop your Yozu. Next turn you want to play Kaido. Still have 5 life, Enrico. But I think it's not a real misplay, but probably you want to take 1 life. Like he starved himself. I think you do Moria here, it's not, you don't have another real answer. Play the Kuzan, play the little Luffy, draw 1 with Kuzan. And now you are really good. Probably you discard the Kuzan, no? Yeah, you already have the Aged. Discard the Sabo. Because you don't have the other Sabo, okay. So, you can stay here for the next turn. Attack over Teach, you don't use the Aged ability. You don't need to use Aged here, because the board of Enrico it's not scary. And if he push, he cannot put the Kaido on board. So it's okay. Now he put the Kaido, but you have 7 cards in hand. Not too much for this board for Dicle. 5 to leader, -4 on Yozu, so Yozu it's a 2. 6 to leader. Discard Buggy, pop the Yozu. He didn't do the Moria. If the second Moria arrives in this spot, it's over for Enrico, but does arrive. So still in the game. Play the little Sabo. Play the Sabo. Have too many cards Dicle in this moment. Probably next turn you will get the pudding. I don't think you have a better line next turn, so probably you will play it. And still you are at 5 life. Discard Nami and Aged. So yeah, I think it's the best discard you can do now. It's okay to not discard the Kuzan instantly. Always okay, you have to use the leader ability, so you will discard the Kuzan. But it's okay to not to discard the Nami, because you need it. If your next turn you're gonna draw another Moria, Nami is too good into the Flamingo. You choose what to discard Sabo to put Sabo in the life, and it's another right choice. 7 to leader, you will take 9 to leader. Thinking on the trigger, probably it's Gravity Blade. But the other trigger, it's just Parfum in the list of Enrico. Use Parfum, draw 1. Ooh. He's not gonna win anymore from Parfum, so it's right to use the trigger, I agree. Play Luffy, okay. And pass. Dicle have like 10 cards in hand. But the fact is, your opponent didn't use the Moria. So means at the start of the turn you don't have it. But he played Sabo. So after that you can find him and can be risky. Anyways, if you don't do pudding, you have too many cards, so probably you cannot close safely. So I don't know. You probably do the pudding. And you can just continue like this with just babies. It's not too bad. You have just 2 life. Play the Yozu. Bounce back the Croco, bounce back the Sabo, play the Pudding. Yes. He attacked first because if Kuzan leave the board, it's totally fine for Enrico. And if he discard one, yeah, he still put 10 cards in the deck. So I think it's right to swing before the Pudding in this exact spot. Let's see in this 5 card. He didn't draw the Moria. Really good for Enrico. Still he can cook something. Kuzan leaves the board. I don't know if he can survive next turn, but probably yes, because you have the Kaido. Now Kaido does attack on Moria, attacked on Sabo. I didn't calculate it, but he can survive, no? You have 2-2k in hand. The bug 11. Dicle have just 3 attacks. Used the Luffy effect. Drew the spell. 8 to leader. Takes. Yozu. 9 to leader. And you have to discard here. Or you can lose. You have to bet on the last life it's 1k for not lose, but I don't think you always go for that. He's got 3-2k. Okay. Play the Luffy. Luffy again. Play the Nami. Draw 1. He drew the Moria now. Discard the spell. Put 2 life. Put the sub. Become a 9. He drew too many Moria now. In fact, he discarded 1. And pass. You don't use the get the ability. Okay, you don't need. You don't lose. So now Enrico have to close. Or he just lost. GG. In fact, he didn't try it because it's impossible. He don't have the 7 cost spell. Of this early Worlds final, it's Dicle with black yellow. I think both played good, but the first game I didn't like the line who Dicle chose. I think he just misplayed. Let me know in the comments what's your opinion about the first game. The third game, Enrico didn't try the lethal because he don't have the 7 cost spell, so it's likely impossible to win. You have just a Yozu, a Kaido, and the leader for attack, and your opponent have a 9k base leader, 1 life, and double blocker, so impossible, 0 life. He cannot do nothing. But I think it was a really interesting match. Let me know your opinion, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.